late. The only thing I'm waiting on is the lab test results.
I can cope, Kelly. Stop worrying.
Well, I don't want you to feel I'm letting you down.
Look, I understand how important it is for you to find out about your real mother. I just hope it all goes well.
There's Paddy. Got his calls worked out this morning.
She's in a bit of a state.
Oh, I know. As far as she's concerned, everything started going wrong when she lost her real mother. So this trip will explain it all.
Yeah, for anything to live up to that sort of expectation.
I don't know how I'm going to get round these calls today, Zoe. It's a real struggle to get out of second gear.
Oh, take mine. I'm in surgery all day. Kelly, you ready to go?
Guess so. Thanks again for giving me the day off.
Good luck.
You can't send Will back.
Oh, yes, I can.
Can we talk about this when you get home?
If you send Will away, I won't have any family left here at all.
Well, maybe it would be simpler if you went with him.
That's not fair. I've not done anything wrong.
But Will has. He got drunk, let everyone down. If that wasn't bad enough, instead of apologising for his behaviour, he tells me I've no right to criticise him.
Tack never was Will's strong point, but I'm sure he's really sorry now.
Good. He can reflect on that in the flight back to Germany.
Look, I know he doesn't deserve it, but please, give him another chance.
Can we talk about this tonight?
And you won't phone our parents till then?
I promise.
I hope she doesn't think she's going to talk me out of this, because my mind's set.
Does this belong to either of you two?
Yes, indeed it does. I've been looking for that.
Found it on the washing line this morning. Don't blame me. I'm enough trouble as it is. Thanks to you and your stupid rugby, Jack's packing me off to my parents in Germany.
Well, I didn't mean it to end up like this.
I had my life sorted until you started interfering. Now it seems I'm too out of control for the Sugdens to keep an eye on me.
Well, do you want me to have a word with them for you?
Not likely. Done enough damage as it is.
Well, I think Jack's overreacted on this.
Youngsters have to be taught the difference between right and wrong.
Those aren't James's.
Well spotted. I decided putting him in frocks might give him a complex later.
So where did they come from?
Well, I don't know. I imagine it's somebody's idea of a joke. If you excuse me, I'll get back to work.
A bit difficult now Chris has barged you from the office.
Well, I'm not going to let that worry me. There's no point dealing with the monkeys. I shall take my protest straight to the organ grinder.
Tara.
Home farm's hers now.
Bit hard to get used to.
I can't. As far as I'm concerned, she's just the caretaker till I can get it back. What happened to you last night?
Stayed in. Had an early night.
You'd better get your pager checked then, because I was bleeping you.
I switched it off.
You're supposed to be on call.
I'd had a few drinks. I couldn't have driven anyway. I was over the limit.
If you're hoping to keep this job, you'd better learn you don't drink on duty or when you're on call.
Sorry.
It was inconvenient. I was at Lord Michael's and I wanted to get away early.
But you took a taxi?
Oh, when I realised you weren't coming, yes. In the meantime, I had to put up with smutty suggestions about it being easier to stay over. I'd like to be in control in those situations, Biff. Don't let me down again.
Sorry. It won't happen again. I thought we were going up to Home Farm.
When I'm ready. You can wash the car while you're waiting.
I've just cleaned it. It's clean as a whistle.
You still haven't quite got the hang of this job, have you? It is clean when I say so. Do it again.
So that lot.
Oh, it's stuff me and Kelly liberated from Kim's wardrobe. Should be worth a packet.
You'll be lucky.
It's designer label. Kim don't wear nothing that's cheap.
First law marketing. Stuff is only worth what folk will pay. So unless you've got an epidemic of fairy godmothers, you've got no chance. Can't see Sarah Sugden wear one of them to feed sheep.
Well, Kathy might be interested.
Oh, just the sort of thing to serve scones, eh?
I'll take a couple back to Kim. She should give me a finder's fee.
Well, you're hardly going to make your fortune that way, are you? Whereas I am sitting on a load of liquid gold.
Well, what stupid mug's going to buy a load of old cruddy diesel? Shouldn't you be at work?
Yeah, but I borrowed Zoe's car and the fuel gauge is on the blink, and I was hoping Zach might be able to give us a lift to the garage.
There is no need, mate. This must be your lucky day.
I don't feel like it.
I just happen to have a quantity of high-performance diesel. Huh? And being as your family, I'll let you have it at cost price. Yeah? Help me get this lad on Jet Barry and leave me to Malta. Hey!
This is it?
Looks a bit grim. She is expecting you.
Yeah. I'm just starting to wonder if it was such a good idea.
What do you mean?
Well, all I've got is happy memories of me mum. Reading me stories, sitting me on her knee.
But that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But it can't have been like that at the end. Must have been hard for her, living here. Especially when she was so ill.
Perhaps that's why Vic won't talk to you about it. I mean, maybe he's just trying to protect you from painful memories.
Maybe that's how she'd have wanted it.
You know, it sounds like you're starting to regret coming here.
No. It's not going to be easy. I need to know all about her. I've waited long enough.
What's this then, Alan? Your memoirs?
Something more interesting than that, I hope. It's the questions for our big quiz night.
Hope you're going to answer.
No, I might leave it to Sarah. Women seem to always think they know the answers.
Aye. Well, I'm glad you popped in. I wanted to have a word with you about young Will.
Oh, yes, don't worry. I'm going to make sure he learns his lesson.
Yeah, I heard. I just thought that maybe you were being a bit hard on him.
You're the last person I thought I'd say that.
Yeah, I know, but, well, he let himself down more than me. Packing him off to Germany is not the answer.
You know, he's got to learn.
Well, he's had a hard year. His parents splitting up, that business with him and Dee. Learning to cope on his own.
Well, that's just it. He's learnt nothing. And I'd believe he was growing up if he was man enough to admit he'd done wrong. And he shouldn't need you to apologise for him.
Well, Will didn't set me up. This was my own idea.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you meant it for the best, but he's got to put things right himself.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll come with you.
I'd rather you didn't. Look, Chris, we go to posh restaurants, you do the ordering. You're in charge, it's what you know. This is my territory.
Come on, don't underestimate me. I've dealt with all sorts of situations in business.
Well, the lifts will be out of order and I couldn't get your wheelchair up the stairs. If I have to run, you just slow me down.
Run?
Look, stay in the car, keep the windows up and the doors locked. If anyone comes over, just drive. There's some parking places by the police station on the high street. You'll be safe there. I'll find you.
Get a cab.
Cabs don't stop here, Chris. It's a different planet.
All right, darling. What are you doing around here, then?
Can I come in?
Kelly Windsor. I'd know you anyway. Be a spitting image of your mother.
Thanks.
I'm bored, Auntie Cathy.
I'll put you a video on in a minute.
I've seen them all. Can't you get me a new one from the post office?
No, sweetheart, there's nothing suitable for you in there.
Hi, Kathy. How's Alice? Anything I can do to help?
Yes, leave us in peace.
Donna's mum lets her watch 15s.
Donna's a lot older than you, and her mum obviously doesn't care if she gets nightmares.
You could buy the dear child lots more videos out of your new profits if you listen to my idea.
Eric, I really don't have the time.
My idea is geared to ensure that you have more time. You open early to take advantage of the summer trade. You make a bomb on breakfast.
Sounds like a lot more hard work to me.
I'll lend you Marlon to cope with the rush in the kitchen. And with your additional profits, you could close at 4, thus giving you more quality time with Alice.
Leaving you to clean up on the early evening teenage trade with your fruit machines, junk food, jukebox.
So we both make a profit. So crime in that?
Here we go. Nice cup of tea. That was the wedding. I was your mum's witness. Vic brought along a mate from work for us.
So there were 4 of you there?
Yeah, it was a registry do. Couldn't afford a reception. Though we had a few drinks down the line. I did your mum's hair. Real special.
You're a hairdresser?
Yeah, I was. I've suffered a bit with my nerves. Don't get out so much these days. Your mum was the manager of a salon.
Oh, is that where you met?
Oh, no. We go back a lot longer than that. We were at the grammar school together. Of course, it ain't there now. Got amalgamated into the comp in the 70s.
But my mum got into grammar school, so she must have been clever then.
Oh, yeah, she had her head screwed on all right. She was the smartest of the bunch. None of us expected her to hang around this dump for too long.
I guess that'll change when she got ill.
Ill?
Well, I suppose she would have spent a lot of time in hospital. Chemotherapy? Or maybe they didn't realise what was wrong with her until it was too late.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I don't know what you're talking about.
My mum died of cancer, didn't she?
It was a long time ago. Perhaps it's not a good idea to be digging it all up again. I know that it's around here somewhere. It's just it's such a long time since I've been here.
Were there many at the funeral?
No, not even Vic came. I expect it was because he was so upset. I think this is the one. Yes! This is the one.
That's it, is it? That was the best you could do. No loving memory.
Look, Kelly, I know this is a bit of
It's
a...
not right. It shouldn't be like this. It looks like no one cares.
Well, I used to come regular, like, you know. I don't get out much these days.
Well, what about my dad? Why didn't he keep it nice for her? Oh, don't tell me he was too upset because I didn't stop him taking it with Viv, did it?
This isn't helping, Kelly. Maybe I should take you home.
I'm not ready to go yet. But I would like to spend some time on my own with her. If you could both leave me for a while.
Of course.
So how did you get hold of them?
Chris was chucking them out.
Well, Oddie should throw them in your direction. Where are the rest?
The rest?
I left a wardrobe full.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know about that. Now, do you want one or not?
Well, of course I do. They're mine. You're not expecting me to pay for them as well, are you? Even a dingle hasn't got that much cheek.
Well, I thought you'd give me something for me trouble.
That's all you're getting. And if you try it on again, I'll go to the police.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I won't be back.
Trouble?
When you're down, everyone thinks they're in with a chance of making a quick buck.
Well, hopefully they won't be down much longer. Tara's check's gone through. We've finally got some money in our account.
Well, it'll go straight out again, to our creditors. So if you need money, I suggest you go and look for a job.
Won't be that easy.
You ready to come back now?
It's not perfect, but it's the best I can do.
I thought you might want these.
Oh, thanks.
I gave Carol a lift back to the estate. She seemed nervous about being out too long.
Do you believe in afterlife?
I don't know. Try not to think about it. I've got enough trouble coping with this one.
Dad used to tell me she was in heaven. I thought it was a place, like Southend. I couldn't understand why we didn't go and visit her. And then later, I started to hope she was somewhere, watching over me.
There's nothing wrong believing that.
I don't anymore. It was all lies, Chris. That's all anyone's ever told me. Bye, Mum.
Oh, get off my back, Emma. It's got nothing to do with you.
Yes, it has. I tried to speak up to you this morning with Jack, but he started talking about sending me back too. He's really angry.
Have you seen the mess you've caused? Everyone's nagging at me now.
Has it ever occurred to you that's because you're in the wrong?
Well, because I don't care about rugby. Look, you might think it's the most important thing in the world, Terry. Most of us don't.
It's not about rugby, and you know that. Seems to me that you've not been working very hard on your exams either.
Have you finished?
Yeah. I'm not going to waste any more breath on you. You're not even listening any road.
He's right, Will. Go and see Jack. Tell him you'll make a fresh start.
What, grovel to him, you mean? I'm sorry, Mr. Sugden, I won't be a bad boy again.
If that's what it takes.
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen. I'm not a child. I don't need Terry, Jack, or you telling me what to do in my life. I'm doing fine on my own.
Oh, I'm sorry we're late back, Kim. I got carried away shopping. You know how it is.
Not anymore. I'm on a tight budget these days.
Oh, it must be awful for you. What can I do to help?
Get Chris off my back. If we're going to make a go of this stud, I need desk space. He's told me I can't use the home farm office.
Oh, I can get a bit overpossessive sometimes. I suppose it's going to take you all a while to realise that home farm isn't Tate Empire anymore. Don't worry, I'll put Chris in his place. Now, do you want to come in for a drink and admire the spoils I've plundered in Harrogate?
I'd love to, but Steve's promised to cook dinner. He might need help with the tinner.
Do you think it was something I said?
Can I go on when I've taken these in?
I don't think so, Biff. I might need you later.
Are you going out again?
I haven't decided yet. You still owe me hours from last night. I've got plenty of time to think about it.
Thanks for bringing me. It was good of you. I know it was bad timing with Tara taking over.
I'll survive. I just wish it had worked out better for you.
I thought it'd give me all the answers, and I've just ended up with more questions.
I saw my car outside, so I knew you were back.
You going out?
Sick car up at Skinner's.
Oh, it's a good job I filled her up with diesel then, isn't it? There isn't a garage within miles of that farm.
Thanks. I'll settle up for it in the morning.
When she sees the sort of performance it gives, she'll turn into a regular customer. How did you make out with them clothes, Mandy?
Oh, Kim was a dead loss, so I've decided to put the rest on the open market.
I'm surrounded by entrepreneurs. You'd be arguing over who buys the next round.
Hey, wouldn't dream of it, Vetner. It's your shout.
Bill, Vic, hope you're coming to our quiz.
Yeah, maybe. Anyone seen Kelly? I couldn't get a reply at the surgery.
We're closed for the night, but she's gone down to London anyway.
Oh, she never said nothing to me about it.
Yeah, she left with Chris Tate first thing this morning.
Oh, I can see you're not impressed.
Well, I doubt that'd worry you. We simple country folk don't know much about high fashion.
Well, now is your chance to learn.
Didn't think that were part of my duties. I'm just a driver.
This job could take you anywhere. It would be nice if you could at least attempt polite conversation. I think I'll get very bored if all you ever do is grunt.
Well, I'll try harder in the future.
I'll make it easier for you. You must know something about men's clothes. What do you think of this? Do you think it's a suitable present for Lord Michael? He's got a birthday coming up.
That's none of my business.
Yes, it is. I have asked for your opinion, so please feel free to express it.
Okay. All right, you want to know my opinion. I think he's a creep, with or without the title, so I don't know why you're buying him anything.
Oh, Daddy wants me to keep him sweet. Oh, and he is rather.
Is that why you let him pour you in the car?
Someone hasn't been concentrating on their driving.
Sorry, I was forgetting. I'm just part of the furniture.
I didn't realise it bothered you so much. You're not just the tiniest bit jealous. Are you, Biff?
Hiya. Dinner's nearly ready. We've got time for a wash.
Really? I thought you two would be wanting to bend me ear about young Will.
I've decided Will can fight his own battles. As long as you don't use it as an excuse to send me back too.
Fair enough. Sarah?
Well, I'm sorry it has to come to this, but I guess Tony and Becky will only blame us if he goes really off the rails.
I'd best ring them then, in case someone changes their mind.
Oh, Jack, can I have a word?
Yeah, of course.
I've got some homework that needs finishing.
And I better go and run Victoria's bath in.
Looks like you're on your own, lad. They were going to fight your cause earlier.
Have you rang my parents yet?
Any reason why I shouldn't?
No, I guess not. I've upset a lot of people, I know. But I'm the one to blame for that. It's got nothing to do with Emma. I just hope you're not going to send her back.
Well, I can put your mind at rest there. She's staying.
Thanks. You and Sarah have been really good to both of us. I'm sorry I've let you down.
Well, that's a start. Apologies come cheap. They're just words. I need to see some action too. Like knuckling down at school, cutting down on the booze, keeping your word.
I promise.
No more chances, Will. Next time you really will be on that plane.
Perhaps you're right about Lord Michael. Maybe I shouldn't give this to him if you think it'll encourage him. You can have it, if you like.
No, thanks.
Well, don't be too hasty, Biff. It costs more than your week's wages.
I'm here because I want a job. I'm not here because I need handouts.
Oh, you must get lonely on the moral high ground sometimes. You really should loosen up a bit.
Is that an order?
What do you think?
I don't know. Because I really don't know what makes you tick.
Oh, I'm not that complicated, really.
No, you are to me. Because one minute you're bossing me around like I'm some piece of dirt. And the next, you're asking me my opinion of your boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend.
Well, tell him that, not me.
You really are jealous.
It's all games with you, isn't it, Tara? Like you say, you want to call the shots. Well, I don't want to play. Not by your rules.
And what rules do you want to play by?
Well, at least that's a bit more honest.